Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Gerel Matta. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial, and I'm going to be trying on some new products, not new to the market. Well, not everything is new to the market, but they are new to my collection, and I want to try it on with you guys, of course, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about the products as I'm trying it. So I am mixing a lot of new things. I do have a new primer and a new foundation, which is super exciting. I do have the Natasha Denona Balloon, the Blush and Glow palette, so a couple of new stuff for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. You can also click on the little bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video, which is every single week. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put my hair up just because I want to get it out of the way. I'm going to start with my moisturizer first, and this is new. This is the Tarte, and this one is called the Double Duty Beauty First Step Prep. I have not used it yet, so this is going to be definitely my first time using it, which I'm super excited because I do love moisturizing my face because I love skincare. So I'm really excited. I do like the maracuja for my eyes, so I have been using that one for a very long time. Now I'm using something else, but this is the only thing that I'm going to be putting on my face. I already use the serum, also by Tarte, but I will link all the products that I'm using down below. So this is how it looks like. It looks so nice and creamy. Is like very thick. So yeah, just a little bit. We'll see how it goes. So it does have a mild scent, which is really nice, which I love it for it not to be too like scented. I love that in skincare. And this one reminds me a lot of a cream that I used to use from Arbonne, which I love so much. So yeah, this is really nice. Feels really nice and moisturizing on the skin. So for first impressions, this one is super nice. Okay, so I do not have any brow products, so what I'm gonna do is just do my brows really quick before we start with the eyes. Okay, so the brows are done, and now we can move on to the eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes using the eyeshadow primer by Sigma, and this one is in the shade Persuade. So this has a really nice tone, especially for the eyeshadows that I'm going to be using. I'm going to blend it with a Sigma E60 brush. Okay, now moving on to eyeshadows, I'm going to be using this one's by Melt, and this one is in the Baby Girl stock. This is the packaging for it. Super cute. I hold this like last year and I have not used it once, so we're doing it today. I'm going to start with the Morphe M441, and I am going to take the shade Scamming, which is this one right here. So these are super pigmented. Okay, so just adding this color and stamping it first, and I'm going to add it to the outer corner first and just stamping it to where I want it, which is going to be on the crease and a little bit in the inner corner, and then you can start blending. And I'm going to stand it out. And we're going to continue on doing this a couple of times until you actually build up the color to the intensity that you like. So now taking this shade right here, which is called Main Squeeze, and using the same brush and just adding this shade right on top of it, right on the corners of it. Make sure you're tapping the excess. Now using the Morphe M433 brush, I'm going to go into the shade which is called Breakup. This brush is just a bit smaller. The bristles are a bit smaller. This one we're going to focus it in the outer corner. And using this shade as well, just to adding a little bit on the crease. Now using the NARS concealer, I'm just going to cut my crease, and it's going to be like a half cut crease, not a full one. Let's do it. And I'm going to take the same brush. just like that. And I'll do the same thing to the other eye. All right, so now what I'm going to do is add this shade right here, which this one is called Crush. I'm going to add it to the outer corner. Now using the MAC 42 brush, we're going to take the lightest shade, which is called Hopeless Romantic. Using this little tiny brush right here, which is M506 by Morphe, I'm going to go back to the shade Breakup, which is this one right here, and just adding this one to the very tip of the brush and just adding a little bit more definition to the eye and bright on the crease. Now using the Morphe M441, I'm going to use it just to diffuse the outer part of the eyes, just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. So I went ahead and just clean up just because there was so much fallout. I'm going to tightline using my Sigma, and this one is the Longwear eyeliner pencil in the shade Wicked. All right, so now I'm just going to curl my lashes just a little bit. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this NARS mascara. Okay, and now I'm going to use these lashes right here, and these ones are by Violet Voss. So just putting the lashes on this brush right here, just so I can really give it that kind of shape so it's easier to apply. So I'm going to apply these lashes and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and applied the lashes. They're not too dramatic. You can still see the eyeshadow through them, which is really nice. So yeah. All right, now using this by MAC, and this one is the Skin Refined Zone, just to prime my face. All right, now using this foundation, which I'm so excited about, this one is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation, and I did pick up the shade 3N 1.5 Latte. So let's go ahead and apply it. Going to shake it. All right, as you can see, the pump, it makes it so much easier to actually apply it in the back of your hand. And as you can see, this foundation is now runny, so hopefully it gives us a really nice coverage. I'm going to use my beauty sponge to do this. And I'm going to just add it to the like half of my face right now, just so you can see the coverage. Just adding a little bit more to the middle of my face, since I do have a little bit of redness there. So far, it gives you a really nice medium coverage. I wouldn't say that it's full coverage whatsoever, but it's just evening out my skin tone very nicely. I don't feel like it's too heavy at all. It doesn't feel tight or anything like that. I don't feel like it's giving me too much of a luminosity. It could also be the primer, since the primer is a little bit more mattifying. That's why I'm not able to see that luminosity, but yeah, we'll see it. Which is really good, because at the end of the day I am oily, so as long as it can last, I am all about that. Okay, so I'm going to use the NARS concealer as well as the Laura Mercier translucent powder. These are not new things, so I'm going to speed up. So before we finish up with the eyes on the lower lashes, I'm going to be going into this new product by Natasha Denona, and this one is called the Bloom Blush Glow Palette. I mean, look at this. This is so gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And of course, it does go with the eye, but if you don't want to make it too dramatic, you can just make the eyes be the start of the show, and you can just go really light-handed with this palette. But I think it just looks so gorgeous, and I cannot wait to use it. So yeah. All right, so now using the cream products. So I'm going to start with this one and just tapping it very, very lightly. And this one is the Luxie Brush 522. Tapping it on the cheeks and working myself out. Really work it into your skin first. Little tiny circles after you're done tapping, and just working it towards the back of your cheeks. And just taking your sponge and just blending the edges. And to mute it down just a little bit. And now using a Morphe brush, this one is the E8. I'm going to go in with the glow part, which is this one right here. Really tapping just a bit of it and just putting it on the highest points of my cheeks. I'm going to take this shade right here with a MAC 137. And now taking the highlighter shade. And taking the same highlighter, I'm going to highlight my inner corners. Alright, now using a Sigma E45 brush, I'm going to take the same shade, which is Scamming, that we use for our crease, and just to connect everything together and to smoke out the lower lashes, and just bringing it all the way from the outside to the inside. And taking this shade, just using it to smoke out the lower lashes, but just in the outer part of the eyes, not taking it all the way into the inner part, just really focusing in the outer part of the eye. Now taking the main squeeze shade with the same brush and just really focusing in the lower part just to blend it. Okay, so this is the final look. So yeah, that's it for the video. That's it for the look. I hope that you enjoyed the video and liked the look. Leave me a comment down below. What would you like to see next? What palettes, if you are familiar with my collection, or maybe you can just request a palette, and if I don't have it in my collection, I can maybe pick it up. So let me know in the comment section down below. What would you like to see next? More of a cooler tone. I do have the Marc Jacobs, the Stiletto palette. Do you want to see a look with that? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will really appreciate it. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye.